This episode is brought to you by Coldstream. Make sure to go to the NSLC, pick up some Coldstream products. Great for the summer. It's wrapping up. Stewiacke, Nova Scotia, locally made. Great stuff.
Is it actually sponsored by Coldstream?
Yeah, it is. Got sponsors in. So pick that stuff up.
Love Coldstream.
Gluten-free, 0 carbs, 0 calories. Great stuff. Pick it up. High button. All right, we're here.
Sweet.
What were you just talking about?
So we have a busy podcast week this week. Well, not me really. I only have 2 when I should have been at 3. But me and another comedian, Andrew Vaughn, were asked to come on another podcast. Travis was too, but he's away this weekend. Okay. And we're just talking that one of our friends, his comedic style is very different to the comedic style or the opinions of the person's podcast who are walking into it.
So it could be conflict.
It seems like it is. And it's a drinking podcast, which would make everything just go to 10. So I have a real deep-seated feeling that I'm just going to be like Switzerland on the weekend and just not going to be able to say anything, but just stuck in a room, just drinking gin and soda very quietly to myself, being like, well, you both have points.
Well, a conflicted podcast sounds like a better podcast than just a regular podcast.
True.
I hope one of you guys say something that pisses me off here.
Fuck.
It could be really good. Right on, man. Well, thank you very much for coming in. I appreciate it. I think I don't know, we had a comedian on a while ago, but you two are the second, third. So I love comedians. I love talking to comedians. I love funny people. I love people that have big enough balls to get up on stage and do that, because I don't at the moment. So let's just talk. I want to talk early comedian days. Like, what was the process of you guys going up on stage? How did you know you wanted to get into this craft that they call stand-up comedy? Either one of you can start with it. Go with it.
Okay, I'll start.
I'll go first because my story's not as cool.
Yeah, that's right. You gotta build.
You got a cooler story, bro.
Okay.
I just grew up and I fucking love stand-up kind of thing.
Yeah.
I lived in rural PEI, and we stole a satellite dish, so we had all the channels, and I just pretty much just watched Comedy Network 24/7. So it's something I always wanted to do.
Yeah.
And then I moved to Halifax 6 years ago, and moved just up the road from Yuck Yucks, the comedy club, and then I just started going there. I went for 2 months and watched a bunch of open mics, and then one night got the balls enough to do it, and that's pretty much been it.
How old were you?
Oh, 22.
Oh yeah.
I guess. No,
that's the right age.
21? There is no right age though.
See, I always think there is. That's funny.
I don't personally think there is, as long as you're aware of what age you're doing it at.
What does that explain that?
If you're 20 years old and you're gonna start, because that's a lot of the times it'd be guys almost around our age, usually a little bit younger, who are I'm gonna do stand up for the first time, and then they go up there and this is how the world should work. It's don't do that, just talk about what you know. Yeah, because there's a lot of problems, it's not a problem. I get annoyed when I go see super young comics and they go to shows and they're this is how the world should be, and they're you're 20 and you're in a room full of a bunch of 45-year-olds. You're not gonna make them laugh doing that.
Yeah.
You just gotta know your viewpoint and what you look like to the audience, and then play with that.
I never would have thought about that.
Yeah,
that's a good perspective.
Yeah, that's the only dangerous thing sometimes is when you're a little bit younger. Yeah. But then you see older people do stand up for the first time, and it's fucking great. You know what I mean? Because they have this whole life to draw from. That's the only disadvantage young people have is we only got so you didn't even make stuff up, or you can only be hey, you guys remember high school last year? That's not funny.
Yeah.
And that was not what you asked, but there you go.
I want to get back into that topic, but we got to move on to you. What was your story?
I didn't make my high school specific. I've always wanted to do comedy.
Okay.
I didn't make my high school improv team, and I thought it was because they thought I wasn't funny.
Okay.
So I was I'll show you motherfuckers. And I signed up for the school talent show. Yeah. And I did stand up. And I won.
No.
I won.
And he impressed the girl who rejected him earlier in the movie.
So wait a second. Who's the high school improv class? Who's its teacher that denied you?
Oh, it wasn't even the teacher, because that year she was on maternity. They had older graduates from the previous year.
And they got to pick?
Yeah, they got to pick, and they had the meeting, and it was
Well, so were they there when you won the
Oh
account?
yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
my god!
Friends. We're all friends. I took it personally.
I would have taken that personal too.
Michael Jordan didn't make his varsity team in high school.
That was the first thing I thought of as soon as you said didn't make it.
It's the one factor was I failed once, but I might make it. It's nah. Michael Jordan also had a lot of other things going on.
So yeah, I won, and then I just started doing stand up at the high school, coffee houses and stuff like that. And I won the talent show the next year again. I won back to back. and Mr. Kingfisher, which is like a male.
What's that?
It's like a male talent pageant in our high school we used to have.
Okay.
So I did that mostly because of my stand-up, and I did a mean rendition of "Single Ladies" by Beyonce.
Did you wear the outfit?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh boy.
And then I started sneaking into clubs at 16.
Had a boy taking the initiative.
Yeah, I created a fake letter from the Liquor Commission saying I can legally work here because I'm an artist. As long as I'm performing in the venue, I can be here.
Yeah.
And that helped me get a co-op with Picnic Face, and I've been doing stand-up ever since. So 9 years.
That's sick, man.
Yeah.
At that young of an age, doing it, sneaking in.
Yeah. Telling people how the world works.
Yeah.
You weren't that guy, were you?
No. I was talking about Transformers and.
Yeah.
You guys must have seen some cringeworthy performances over the years. Like I think it's a problem that a lot of people think they're funny. That's why I have trouble going to these comedy clubs, because there's a lot of people that go up there, and it's tough to watch. I feel it's a feeling you get. I bet you guys have had some experiences like that, watching some people and just.
Well, like there's like watching it, and then there's feeling it, and then there's there's doing it. There's a wide range of emotions when doing stand-up. Like it can be like the greatest thing, and you can walk off like fucking orgasmic.
Yeah.
Or you can just be like, oh boy, I'm gonna be alone for a while. But I mean, it can go either way. And even like, I don't know, this is when I see people like really eat some shit. Like now, you can eat like, there's always something that is good of it. You know what I mean? Unless like, I don't know. I like watch open micers bomb and be like, well, they got good confidence, or maybe they can figure this out, or maybe it's just not for them. You know
I feel like there's a few types of bombing.
Yeah.
There's at a certain point you can see someone bomb and you go, well, I know you're funny and I know that joke's funny. It's just not working tonight. So I can tell it's not so much, it's just something's not working there. But I can tell you're funny. So I'm not like, oh, this guy sucks.
How do you tell someone's funny with them telling a bad joke? Like how do you know that?
Track record.
If the joke's funny itself.
If the joke's funny itself, maybe they just didn't use the right word.
If the premise is funny and they just they haven't figured out the punchline, but you're like, holy fuck, that's funny, but they just haven't figured it out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you see, I know a lot of young people when they're doing stand up, they'll and not that I'm old and wise or anything, but you'll see somebody come up with a bit in their first year or two and fuck, that's gold. You don't even know what you have yet.
Yeah, you're not ready for it. You can't handle that.
Write that down in every notebook you have, and then wait 2 years, and you're gonna fucking nail that.
Yeah.
You're just not. It's a great premise. You're just not there yet. You can't figure it out, or you don't have the voice or the confidence to pull it off.
The first time I heard about writing an actual joke was through Jerry Seinfeld. It was before that special, but he had I think it was the New York Post did a minute video with him of how to write a joke.
Yeah.
And I had no idea that it was like writing a rap song, how you had to reword different words. This word's going to go here. This word's going to go back 2 letters.
Yeah.
It's so interesting. It's a science.
Yeah.
And I thought it was just storytelling going up into, I didn't know it was so precise.
Some people are word for word, switch this word, comma, breathe, look to the right kind of thing. Some people are like that. Some people are just just get up and scream. You know what I mean?
So what kind of style of comedy do you think is better? Storytelling, or do you think it's actual precise word for word, even little gestures? Or does it matter does it care? Does it matter the personality?
It all depends what you're in the mood for.
Yeah, I like funny. To me, funny is funny.
Yeah.
I like silly stuff.
Yeah.
I like silly stuff, but I also like, Chappelle. Chappelle's my favorite.
Yeah.
And, he does a lot of, topical, insightful stuff. It just depends on what my mood is.
One of his last Netflix specials, I didn't even think he was telling jokes. He was just talking. He told some jokes, don't get me wrong, but I think he's one of those people that he doesn't need to be funny in order to be funny. He's just a guy that is funny.
Yeah.
And that's a gift, I think, for a lot of people. And some people have to work harder at it, some don't. He's just a guy who...
incredibly gifted and been doing it 30 years. You know what I mean? That's there's not really anybody else at that level in that style.
Yeah.
So it's there's nothing else really like it. So there's nothing compared to, so you can't really compare to Dave Chappelle.
What about you? You didn't say your favorite guy. You are Dave? Dave's your guy?
Dave's and you're not supposed to say it anymore, but Louis was up there.
You can say Louis.
Yeah. Not comedy wise, but confidence wise.
Yeah.
He really enters a room. I don't know. I really like silly guys too. Because I grew up in I really like Mitch Hedberg and John Panette. And now I like guys who are a little bit more freeform and just read the room.
Okay.
Kind of thing. My favorite's probably Rory Scovel right now. And I really what's his name? Oh no, I'll forget it now, but I'll remember it.
What's he look like?
He's Jewish, and he looks Jewish.
That's a great start to being a comedian.
Yeah, I forget his name, but he's this guy, and he's almost like, he's not like Jerry Seinfeld just because he's Jewish, but he's like a real word for word guy. And I just dummied these last 3 albums like a couple days ago. I forget what it's called. I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
I'll look it up on Spotify. But
You guys said something about reading a room. How do you read a room? Like before you go on, you talk to people, or do you like peek behind the curtain and just like take a look who's out there? How do you do that?
You can just feel it, right? Like if you walk in and there's like a lot of energy in there, you're like, these guys are gonna be wild fucking animals. You know what I mean? Like you can like sometimes on a like, especially like a late show on a Saturday, you can walk into a room and it just feels like there's like, it's like a pimple that's gonna pop and you're like, holy fuck, I just hope this doesn't pop on me, kind of thing. So you gotta know, you gotta go up there and you gotta be like big, or you gotta go up there and like, you gotta like really own it.
Yeah.
And then sometimes it's chill. And if you go up there with the same energy that you were for that big night, you're gonna freak everybody the fuck out. You know what I mean? Like if you went up with the same energy as you did on Saturday night late show as you did on like a Wednesday show, you would eat shit on Wednesday.
Man, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's like a tricky part where you just like, it's just repetitions where you got to go into a bunch of rooms and vibe it out and then know what you're doing. Wow. Yeah.
There's so much that goes into this than just getting up and telling jokes.
That's the first part.
Yeah.
There's more parts?
There's a lot of parts. I don't even know half the parts.
Oh man,
we're still on the index.
Yeah. Table of contents being like, fuck.
We're still at the index. You're not even at chapter 1.
No,
chapter 8, fucking move.
Move. That's a big one.
That's a couple of chapters. Yeah.
If you guys had to pick, where do you think the funniest city is? New York, LA, Chicago? Am I missing New Orleans maybe?
No, man. I think like the internet's made it a lot easier because you can pretty much move anywhere and like kind of get like a fan base going for yourself.
Yeah.
But I feel like probably like, I don't know. If I was like gonna go for it, I'd probably go to New York.
Yeah, I'd want to be more of a New York guy than a...
Yeah.
It's on the East Coast too, close to home.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
It's not that far. And LA just seems like a little harder on the old soul.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We had a guy on the podcast. He's actually on Mr. D, David Major.
Dave Mirage.
Yeah.
We know him.
You do?
He's a good fella.
Oh, he's a great guy.
Yeah.
And man, he was telling us some stories about working late night at comedy clubs and the greats just popping in at 1, 2 in the morning to work out material and just being jaw dropped, and just blown away about how the method of these guys of how they think is just beyond. Dave Chappelle was a perfect example. I think actually Kevin Hart had a wicked story about it. Did you hear that on it was on YouTube? Chris Rock, Kevin Hart, they were just at the Comedy Cellars out in New York. So they're just there hanging out. It's like 1 in the morning. They're working on their material. They're about to go up. Dave comes up. Chappelle, but out of the blue. He's like, hey, you guys going on? And they're like, yeah, we're about to. And Dave's just like, no, do you mind if I go on just for like 20 minutes? Anyways, it ends up being like an hour and a half. Anyway, so they end up watching Dave for this whole hour and a half. He comes off when Chris and Kevin are looking at their jokes. They just crumple it up, throw it away, and just like, this guy's level of thinking is just incredible. You guys listen to Joe Rogan's podcast at all?
Yeah,
he's really good. He's really good friends with him on an actual friendship level, not like a business level. So he actually gets to understand his methods of how he writes jokes, how he works out his comedy. And he said they'll be at a restaurant at 8 o'clock at night in LA or something like that, and everyone's gonna want to go out and drink and have some fun. He's like, no, I gotta go work. I want to go work on my jokes. It's just, I don't know. I know you said that your favorite guy's Dave, so those are some of the things I know about Dave, which is just incredible stuff.
He's a crazy dude, man.
Have you ever seen him?
No, he's one of the few that I haven't.
Who are some that you've seen in raw flesh?
Louis.
You saw Louis.
That was in your hotel room, right?
That's
gonna
good.
keep it going.
I saw Amy Schumer right before she blew up, like right before she got like really famous.
Oh, famous wise?
Yeah. Oh. So like she's really
famous.
She's really good. She's such a shitty person.
You're a shitty. Who's it? He's
God. I saw John Panette.
Yeah,
I did get to see John Panette. I forget, like,
seen John Panette when I was like
so much comedy.
That was like my 16th birthday present was going to see John Panette, and I had to I had to run out of the theater because I couldn't breathe. He was talking about turnips, and I was like, and I was starting I blacked out 2 or not from drinking, that's like a lot, but like couldn't breathe. That it happened to me twice, once before this and once after this, and it was like couldn't like tunnel vision like turnips. He's talking about how gross turnips were, and I fucking love turnips. And I like just got out. Like they thought I was having an asthma attack. I was like, no, it's just fucking killing it.
See, that's a perfect example of comedy right there. You don't have to agree with someone's opinion to find it funny.
I fucking love turnips. It's one of my favorite root vegetables. And he was talking about it like it was suicide to eat a turnip.
Many wars have started from turnip opinions.
Yeah, he would have been a lot better off if he had a turnip.
Where was this at?
This was in, he was doing a tour, and he was in Charlottetown, PEI. We're like, what the fuck is he doing here? Like, yeah, fuck it, let's get tickets.
Bill Burr, I'm pretty sure, was here like 5 years ago.
Yeah, I seen Bill Burr.
You saw him when he came here?
Yeah.
He was at Dow?
The Rebecca Cohen.
Yeah.
Just fucking 2 shows, sold them out right away.
How was that?
It was wicked, man. It was amazing. And it was great because I fucking love Bill Burr, and he was getting ready for like the special, what was it called? The black and white one. Remember that?
Yeah. Is that Walk Your Way Out was the newest one.
Yeah, Walk Your Way Out. Yeah. But like it was the one that's black and white special, which I think it's easily his best one. And you got to see him do that. And then like I had friends who went to the Late Show, and he's like, he did a different hour, and we both did like the bits that he did to us, and we were like fuck. And I seen John Mulaney was here.
Yeah, Did
you see Jim Jeffries when he's here?
I didn't get to see Jim Jeffries.
That Tosh.0 guy was here. I forget his real name.
Daniel,
sorry.
I didn't see him. I do like his stuff, but I remember his tickets were like, his tickets were like $60. I was like, calm yourself down.
$60.
Show's still on the air, man.
You're fucking right, it is, man. He's killing it.
Yeah.
Suck a dick, Joel McHale. You can't do what he does.
Yeah.
He just goes and talks about videos on the internet. Isn't that it?
Oh my god, man! It's the cheapest.
It's just a web redemption things where he like flies the people out and does videos with them, and.
But he, like, think of like the production value on that show. It's him and a green screen and 3 cameras.
Yeah.
We can do that right here.
Shit.
That's it. Take free videos off YouTube. Fucking don't pay them a cent. Fuck that. Do a fly the odd person out for a web redemption, just like as your one field piece. But man, like that, like the money that costs is nothing, and they're one of their best shows.
And he's charging $60 for a stand-up.
Yeah, and then he can tour on the weekends.
Yeah.
But like $60 isn't even that bad. Like I probably should have went, but I was just at this point where I was like, no.
How much was Kevin Hart when he came here?
Oh, a couple bucks, buddy. That was like
it's $60 to
$80
stand the popcorn stand.
Yeah, it was $80 to be on the top, and then like it went all the way up to like 4. But I mean, that's a different experience. You know what I mean? Like,
I find Kevin Hart not funny because other people find him funny. It pisses me off how much people think he's funny. He is funny. Don't get me wrong.
I like him in movies, man.
See, I don't. He's the same guy. Him and Will Ferrell.
I love it though. I love that guy.
I can't
you ever
do
see
it.
About Last Night?
No.
About Last Night too?
I don't know.
Check him out, man.
I hate these about like daddy.
Daddy's Home?
Stepdad 1, Stepdad 2.
Those are Daddy
I can't do it.
Yeah, I'm not crazy about those, but like I appreciate what he does. It's not like I don't like his comedy because a lot of it is like I like it when the joke is like a couple times through it, like an hour and a half movie. But I find like in his stand-up, it's like an hour of the same joke. You know what I mean? Because it's like I'm little, and you're like you are little. That's crazy.
Yeah. But he just says it in a different way.
Yeah.
But yeah, his movies I just feel are all the same.
I think he's a hard worker.
Very hard worker.
Very hard worker, and he's a great performer. You can't be a shitty performer and perform in front of 100,000 people.
No.
Yeah, but I get the thing where someone's really popular. It's hard to. I've never watched Rick and Morty because it gets so much.
Yeah,
happens. Yeah,
and like it's the most amazing show. And I know if I watch it, I'll be like, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So I'll wait till like it dies down and it's canceled for a couple of years.
Yeah, it happens, and then you secretly watch it.
Yeah, I'm like, shit's good.
I definitely.
Now I can enjoy it and not have to talk about it.
That was like Making a Murderer, Orange Is the New Black, Narcos. I'm like, no, not doing it. Too cool.
Making of watched Orange Is New Black.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's the jail show.
Yeah.
Making of a Murderer was the funniest thing on Netflix in years. Oh my god. I thought it was hilarious.
I never seen it.
You never seen it?
No.
That's the documentary one, right? Where
not the one about the wieners.
Oh no, that's
American Vandal.
That was hilarious too.
That was.
Mom,
I want to talk about a joke being too long.
Was it 8 episodes?
Yeah, I remember. I was hungover in Newfoundland with a buddy, and we're like, I don't know what we're gonna do today. We gotta like kill an afternoon. He's like, I don't want to do anything. I don't want to be tour guide. I'm like, I don't want to be a tourist. So fuck it. And we sat down and we watched the first episode. I'm like, that was hilarious. I wonder what they're gonna do next. And they did the exact same thing for 8 episodes. And you're like, this was 6 hours of garbage.
But just like get renewed too.
God, I don't know. I like that guy. Is funny though. Like that dude, Jimmy or Tommy or whatever his name is.
It's Jimmy Neutron.
He's definitely not Neutron. That's
Jimmy-
a different vibe.
Jimmy
Genius.
He used to.
Life According to Jimmy is his YouTube channel.
I remember because like when we were in like university age, he was like a guy. You know what I mean? He was on YouTube all the time.
We're all just guys, man.
Isn't that so true?
We're just we're just guys, and some of us just end up being bigger guys than other guys. We're just a bunch of guys. What was I gonna say about that fucking show though? The funniest, at the beginning, I think it was the first episode. He was getting picked up from his school by his mom, and as they're walking through the parking lot, all the dicks are on the cars, and he's just going, "Mom, I didn't do it. I promise, I didn't do it." And they're just walking through all the cars with the dicks on it. It was good, man.
It wasn't bad. Yeah,
His skits are good too, and not like for the budget that they have. I think they make it work.
Yeah.
Out in LA. Have you guys ever been out to LA?
No.
Oh man,
I've been to Maine and Florida. That's the most.
those are two funny places, man. If you're gonna go there,
They are something else.
get out to LA. Creativity out there. Comedy clubs out there.
Yeah.
Even if you could do it for a fucking 5 days, not even a week. I go for a week, but it's a great time.
Yeah.
Comedy club wise,
Oh yeah, just to go like just hang out at those clubs.
and just I remember I went out there and I went on Tinder, and I didn't even go on the dating part. I went on the networking part. Like, you know, when you get a Tinder account, you can go,
What?
let's date. No, I was like, I want to go out there and network. So I clicked the network and I met a bunch of creatives. It was a fucking great time. It's so much to do. Never bored.
Yeah, there's no excuse to be bored. But that's gotta be fucking weird. The networking Tinder out in LA's gotta be like very strange.
Yeah, it is. But I think we're all smart individuals. We can pick out the bad seeds.
Yeah, that's
you know?
true.
You can
just
tell.
like regular Tinder.
Yeah, essentially. Or it might be Bumble. Out of one of them.
Bumble's got like a Buds one.
What's that? What'd
Like
you
a
say?
friend. Bumble has a Buds one.
I don't know.
It's too many B's.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm having a hard time.
Bumble.
But you can be like a job thing or like a LinkedIn of Bumble. That I don't know.
You don't even have to talk to people in real
on
life.
Bumble now.
No, I erased them again.
I was ahead of the curve. Remember, I had Bumble and there was no one. Like, it
You're
was like
pro
just
Bumble.
me.
Yeah.
It was just-
You're in an empty hive, dog.
Yeah, isn't it?
There's no
You just open up. It's like, we'll let you know.
How did it work out for you?
No, nothing.
Are you still on it?
No.
No.
I have a girlfriend.
Oh, congrats.
It worked.
It worked.
Thanks. No thanks to Tinder, which I
He had premium for a while.
What does the premium get you?
Unlimited likes, baby.
yeah. So
That's me.
Like, I
I'm
was
flicking
just
my
walk-
hand now, listeners. Yeah.
I would just walk into a room and start.
Oh yeah.
The
You wouldn't even talk to any of them. It was just for the validation.
Just to be like, yeah.
Yeah, you
on,
do like me.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
You're at the bar talking to girls. See how many people said yes to me? You see that? You can be the next.
I'm cool.
Look at all these backups.
Look, I'm cool.
The best videos are where people like behind someone and they see someone on Tinder and they're just doing that. You ever see that? Someone's at a baseball game or a hockey.
Yeah.
They're just swiping through right. It's a funny video. There's a bunch of them though.
It's a strange thing.
Weird.
I was talking to one of my buddy's dad, and he's like, "You guys just live in a different time, man." Like, we were talking about our count and like, I don't know, like sex count, and he's like, "Man, when I was your age, maybe 3,
Yeah.
maybe." And he's like, "With you guys, I would have been at 100 if I had what you guys had." Because
Oh yeah, but that's a lot of like, oh, if my knees didn't blow out, because like they like back then they did other things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What did they do back then?
I don't know. I feel like some things were easier back then. Some things are easier now. You know, they're different as far as like meeting people. But if you just want to be like, I don't know. I don't think Tinder helps that much. Maybe it does.
Just a different way.
I think people are just a little bit more like give-it-er nowadays. You know what I mean? Like,
No.
like you'll meet people like, hi, I'm sex positive and I have
sex-
2 boyfriends and 3 side pieces, and you're like, cool, that's fun. But like a lot of more people were pressured by marriage and stuff before.
I saw there was this trailer. It was this guy. He has a wife, a fiance,
Yeah.
and 2 girlfriends.
I always wonder, like, how much time do you have? Because, like, I'm a single dude who I go on dates and stuff, but even that I find exhausting in time consuming. And if you have a wife and a girlfriend, I'm always like, where is this extra 4 hours you get every
many
day?
plates.
Yeah. If you have 9 to 5,
I'm barely spinning one right now, and this guy is fucking auditioning for America's Got Talent, trying to get a golden buzzer.
I got sweat coming down my bra. One fucking plate.
It's insane, and it's on top of him having all this. He has like a crazy sex dungeon.
Wait, who does?
This guy.
He's got like.
I think he's.
Oh, I thought you said his dad.
No. He doesn't know what the fuck his dad
I don't know
is.
what it is. He could. And yeah, he has a wife, a girlfriend, 2 girlfriends, and a fiance. And like he's like, they all bow to him like, "Hi, master."
Oh boy.
What country?
Girl number is either in America or Australia. I
This is starting to sound culty, man.
It seemed very cool because it's like, I don't know. These girls are, people find love wherever they find it.
It just went from culty to. But love's different for everyone.
They looked a little out of his league. Like, he was just like an old former army guy. And,
Okay.
But I guess it's like it's going to be a reality show.
Yeah.
It was on.
Oh, so smart.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was interesting. But like
Did we answer all your questions about polygamy?
Yeah, keep on going.
They show like a bunch of clips real fast. He's in gimp suits and that. He's like,
He is?
Yeah. He's
Okay.
like, and all of a sudden it just cuts to him and he's making out with a man. And like, that's whatever. But like, that's what I was like. You already have 4 girlfriends. Settle the fuck down, bud.
Yeah, man. I don't know what this guy's drinking, but give me the
he's
cup.
just living his best life. He was in the army. He's out of the army now. He's living off his pension.
Yeah, I was gonna say it'll be interesting if he has a lot of money or if he's just a regular guy. I
think money
I was
helps.
talking about.
Yeah.
I'm sure money helps.
It helps.
Yeah.
That's interesting. So is that on YouTube? This YouTube is on YouTube.
Yeah, I don't know.
Do you remember what it's
I don't
called?
know what to search in without getting some crazy stuff.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I think World Star Hip Hop definitely added.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good way to avoid crazy shit is go to World Star.
Yeah, but then like you'll know right away because like the title will be like, "This white boy crazy," and then like, and start
Oh yeah, okay, that's true. That knocked it down a little bit.
Yeah.
I was watching fight compilations the other day.
Oh, that's
18 minutes long.
Watch them anymore.
You can't watch them?
No, when I see a guy get hit and then the
Pavement
sound of
bothers me.
Yeah,
I try not to watch them when they're in the street.
fight on the grass, boys.
Boys, get on the grass. Yeah, because I know like the fist will fuck you up, but like when you hit your head on pavement, that you're like, ooh.
I love a World Star Hip Hop video where the caption makes sense once you watch the video. Like literally one was just called "The Accuracy." Man brings a knife to a brick fight, and this
Who
guy,
wins, a brick or a
the
knife?
brick.
Oh.
The accuracy.
Well, I mean, maybe like the knife, and
He doesn't have the guy had a knife and he's coming at him, and then the guy like walks off camera and then he grabs a brick and the guy sees the brick, he starts walking away, and he just
How far away was he?
like not that like maybe our distance.
Wow.
Oh wow.
And he just hit him and dropped him.
You always question after these videos are done whether or not a person has died.
That's the whole thing, because I would like a follow up and be like,
what happened?
And he was okay. Even just tell me he was.
Yeah.
I don't need to know if he is.
The
I just wanna
man
be like, he was
suffered
fine.
whatever injuries. Yeah.
Yeah, because like a brick to that one. Kill you.
That can kill you.
Yeah, you get the corner.
Yeah.
Man, I've got hit in the head a couple times
With a brick?
No, not a brick.
a couple times.
I got smoked with like a pretty big potato once.
Yeah.
That'll hurt it. By a potato gun?
I went on a date with a girl whose father hated turnips.
Miss Panette. Now, used to grew up in PI on a potato farm, and when we were working in the field, sometimes you'd pick up like the potatoes.
Yeah.
And like the way, like, are you familiar with the potato plant?
No.
Okay, so it's a great big plant, right? Like it'll grow up to like pretty much my hip, so about like 3 feet, and you got this crazy thing, and then it's a root vegetable. So at the end, it's got all these roots, and then it breaks off on the little roots, and then all the potatoes are under it. So there's like probably, I don't know, it's fully grown. You can get like a dozen potatoes underneath.
Out of one plant?
Yep.
Wow.
And you'd pick it up, you rip it out of the ground, and you'd have 12 on there, and you'd haul it back, and then you'd whip it forward, and you kick your wrist, and what you would do is you would fire about 12 projectiles into the air and give you this huge arcing scatter shot, and you could fuck people up. And we used to do that, and like, if you got hit, like right, like you'd be like a lot of shooting to the left and right, but if you got hit the odd time, and fucking take you off the feet.
Sounds like a snowball fight in the summer.
Exactly, except the snowballs are harder and more abundant.
So it makes it more fun.
Exactly. Oh, yeah, it was a good time. We were laughing.
You're able to get more accuracy with a potato than a snowball.
Oh, but you wouldn't throw it with your hand because no way you could get as going as fast as you could with this and cover more area.
So wait, do you hold on to the root and they fall off
No,
the root?
you hold on to the top, you rip it out, and you go, pow, out, and you gotta flick it, and it goes whoosh.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Kind of like one of those things, like, you know, when you're throwing for a dog, like, and you got the big stick. And you
I
got
love that stick, by the way.
good stick.
Great stick.
Stick makes you feel good.
The stick that cups the ball.
And it makes you fire it, and then it goes even further. You gotta do that same wrist action.
Yeah, I love those. There's a lot of cool dog toys. We got a dog upstairs. He's not here now, but littered with toys. Tons of toys.
Good day to be a dog.
Great day to be a dog. I've always thought it would be a funny stand-up bit about how most dogs live better than humans. Like, I was standing at a bus stop once, and I saw a dog drive by in a Range Rover in the passenger seat.
Yeah.
Has that bit been done? Someone must have done that already.
I think there's definitely been similar bits like that, where like you know, you're walking past and you see like a homeless person with a dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like, hey, what's
You
going
feel
on
more
here?
bad for the dog.
Oh,
Yeah.
100%. Would you rather be a dog or a horse?
Who lives longer?
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, a horse.
I'm going dog. People are trying to suck horses' dicks.
Yeah, but the other thing about dogs is people aren't trying to suck your dick.
Yeah, but you like break your leg as a horse, you're done.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah, if you break your leg, they'll probably kill you.
Horses, and they always got flies around.
There's
their
no
eyes
casts
and
for
shit.
horses.
Like one mosquito.
But horse, you get to be up
Yeah,
and you
but
get to be free
one
and you
little bug
ride.
ruins my day, and like horses.
No, I don't ruin their day.
Fucking,
But then you could be a dog with, like, the thing I always say is, like, you could be a dog with shitty owner, like stuck in an apartment, like pissing your pants. Like, I viewed an apartment today, and it was like disgusting. It was like the pictures looked nice because I obviously took the pictures years ago, and there was just a fucking Great Dane just running around, and he shit on the floor, and it's like, fuck, this is bad. And he was like a big Great Dane in a 1-bedroom apartment. You're like, this is not a good day for this dog.
Back to your
Dog or horse?
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to think of the best situation for a horse, and I think it's to win one of those races. And that's if you don't win the race, you're just
be on a stud
that's the
farm.
Yeah.
yeah.
And that's
And
a
when
rare.
just people just back into you.
yeah.
What's up, Playboy? I don't know. I'd like to be a horse. I'd like to go that fast.
I'm gonna say dog.
Yeah, dog's a good.
I like
thing.
to sleep
All dogs can
and
have-
eat. I feel like dogs do that more than horses.
Horses do that a lot too. Just
Do
probably
horses-
not air conditioning or, you know what I mean, they're like in a barn.
Do horses sleep standing up?
I've heard that. Yeah.
I think they can.
Yeah.
I think they can also sleep laying down. So, a lot of options.
Someone told me once when a horse goes down, it's not getting up. That's what I heard.
That is not true.
I know it's not.
down.
I
Yeah.
saw it once in a movie, but
That's a shark if it stops swimming.
that's a shark if it's. Yeah, I'd rather be a dog. You guys got dogs?
No.
No.
A
Got-
cat
got an
that
apartment.
just hates me.
You're a
I got
cat guy?
too.
I'm not. I prefer dogs, but I have a cat.
I've never owned a cat, but I hear great stories about cats. Like when you
Don't
get to
do
hear
it. Don't do
their
it.
personalities are very vibrant. You understand a cat more than
Your
a dog.
cats.
I got a good cat. I hate it.
So explain.
It's great. Like, imagine a cat. It's the best cat you can have. It's fucking. She's pretty. She's like a long orange-haired tabby cat.
What's her name?
She's super passion. She's friendly. She's cute. She's great. She's a great cat. I can't stand her. Just like, she's always up in my grill.
Needy.
She's very, like, you know when you're like, oh, the cat never pays attention to me. Everybody meets my cat and like, oh my god, she loves me. She's like, no, she's like this to everybody. She's like a complete whore. Like, she just wants attention all
We
the
gotta
time.
switch cats.
We
My
can switch
cat will
cats.
never
It's fine.
bug you.
What's the deal with your cat?
My cat came from an abusive home and doesn't trust anyone. We've had the thing for almost 10 years.
Yeah, and she's still like,
And
no.
it's still like, I'll come around when I want.
Yeah, but I like that. I'm like, if I was gonna, I'd never get another cat.
Yeah, but coming from someone whose dad wanted nothing to do with them, I'd like a little love.
Yeah, maybe
So,
your
like,
dad is dead and
So
that's
like
his
when my
spirit.
cat teases me with like, I'll hop on your lap, psych, bitch.
Psych.
I'm like,
Tricked ya.
fourth birthday's coming.
Your dad
back
taught
to
me that one.
I gotta get a cat. This is over my head.
Nah, sorry.
Just puking.
You ever write jokes about your cats?
Oh, yeah, I got
I got a
like
couple.
15 minutes on my cat. Yeah,
You?
Yeah, I got cat stuff.
it works, man. People like cat jokes.
Yeah. People
They just do.
because you either hate cats or you love them.
Yeah.
But you're ready to laugh at them either
Yeah.
way.
Everybody's game.
Cat joke always lands on its feet.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, get a cat,
Or don't.
especially with a dog.
I didn't think about getting a cat.
You don't.
I really don't want a cat.
You don't need a
I
cat.
like my dog.
Is it your dog?
It's my parents' dog, but they're never here, so I say he's mine.
Yeah, that works.
Levi, like the gene, except without the S. So Levi's, but
Levi?
just Levi.
Who named him?
My mom.
It just because it's a good name. It is a good name.
Yeah,
It's a good like.
I don't know how the name came about. She doesn't wear jeans. Neither does my dad.
Maybe that's why.
Really? What do they wear?
Well, my dad's in the military, so he wears those military outfits. Not camo, but
What?
I can't explain it.
But I mean, like casual.
Well, if my dad's not at work, he doesn't leave the house, so he stays
so
here.
Sweats or
Boxers, yeah. I guess he'll wear like pajamas or something. Sweats, yeah, I'll wear sweats. He has those root sweatpants. You guys sweatpant guys?
no?
No?
At home and at the gym. That's about it.
You wear pants at the gym? I never get those people.
Yeah.
Do you wear pants at the gym?
I don't go to the gym.
You're out of this conversation. How are the two fattest guys in the room talking about the gym?
Let's go. I like this. I used to go, so have the conversation.
I'll wear like sweats and then I wear sweats and shorts.
But do you take the pants off when you're working out, or like is that just like your outfit to get to the gym?
No, that's like what I'm wearing while I'm working out.
Weird.
So I'll have like the sweats and I'll have shorts over the sweats.
What are you wearing up top?
Usually a hoodie. Like not
Jesus.
a hoodie, but like a sweater.
What are you, Rocky?
Yeah, I like to wear a sweater. Yeah, I like to get a good sweat going.
Okay, fine. It's gross.
When I used to go to the gym, there was a sauna there, and a guy, he was always there. He always used to wear like a big ass garbage bag in the sauna.
Yeah.
And he used to try to like have conversations with people, and he just couldn't do it.
Yeah. Sauna is a very weird place.
What's that?
The sauna is a very weird place.
Oh, yeah.
It makes men too comfortable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like a general rule, men have like a dynamic that rarely gets broken, but as soon as you get into a hot, steamy room, apparently we're all chatty Cathy's.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
It's interesting how that works. Like if you're in a shower,
yeah.
what's that?
It all comes out in the steam.
Yeah.
Yeah. Steam, sauna is relaxing though,
Oh, it's super good for you.
but you just want to be in your own head. You don't want to be in
Exactly.
someone else's head.
Yeah, I've never been like, fuck, I haven't talked to anybody. Let's go to a sauna. Let's bug people when we're both naked.
I had a buddy who pissed on the rocks.
Oh, don't we all?
Don't we all?
Just ruined the sauna completely.
Yeah, well, that smell.
Was he
like,
drunk?
No, he's just a little asshole at the
Yeah.
time.
Were you like a little kid? Was like a pool day for kids?
No, I wasn't there. I didn't know him at the time.
Oh,
It was a
okay.
buddy from Toronto.
Oh, okay.
Comedian.
Because like we used to do that. Like we used to have like a pool day at school, and like to like throw all the kids on the bus. Everybody signed up for it and be like, we don't care if your kid drowns. Like, cool, let's do it.
Yeah.
Love it.
Got all shipped out, and like we'd go into the sauna as like 8-year-olds and be like, oh, it's good to unwind. But it's mostly about going in the sauna and then running directly in the pool and be like, it's even colder now because we have no.
You
We have nothing in our lives.
The recess I had.
That spelling test came out of nowhere, eh? Definitely. Who the fuck knows it?
You would not believe the recess I had. Oh, that's funny.
So did you say, are you going to try stand-up?
Yeah, probably not.
No?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those things where like a lot of people are like, I can do it. It's like, well, you don't really have to. You know what I mean? Like, I get when some people want to because it's like,
If you're gonna do it, you're gonna do it.
yeah, just got to do it.
I feel like there's no one sitting like on their deathbed being like, I should have tried stand up. You never really had it then. You know?
I could have been on the Apollo. Which one, the British or the black one? It's like both. And you're like, oh. Yeah, it's one of those. Yeah, it's a weird thing where I think like a lot of people are like, I'm gonna do it, and then you're like, you realize that like, it's not
If
worth
you're
it.
gonna do it, you have to do it.
Yeah,
It's
Yeah.
get it done.
But I do like how you said that you can do it at any age. It's like
You definitely
yeah. There's no wrong time to.
yeah.
Yeah,
Even,
it's definitely not like a young man's game. You can do it at any age.
I like Joey Diaz, old guy.
Joey Diaz is great. He started late.
Yeah, I love his story about he's just selling cocaine for the first half of his year, stand-up comedian the second half. Talk about the stories that guy has.
Yeah.
First half of his life, he just created stories. Second half, he's just telling them.
Yeah.
Essentially, that's his life.
yeah.
Yeah. I don't know about that first part. I wouldn't do that first part.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do you guys any of you guys sell cocaine right now, or
No, don't sell it. No, unless anybody's looking, then I can find somebody.
if you guys are looking for better bits, you gotta start selling some cocaine and cats.
That you know what? It's one way to do comedy. You can do that. You can be the party guy for sure. That'll get you.
What do you mean the party guy?
That'll get you on shows.
It'll get you on shows for sure. There's like some people that like they get like they advance in stand up just because like A, they're fun to be around, or B, they're drug dealers and they can get other comic stuff and like
Really?
oh yeah, there's so many different dynamics of like how to like get up the stand up ladder. You know what I mean? Because you can be like super talented but then weird around people because you got to like
Being good is like the fourth most
yeah,
important.
being good is so far down the chain of like excelling in stand up. You know what I mean?
Maybe I will try then. So that's all I want to be is good. It's the fourth step.
It's weird how being funny isn't that important.
Yeah.
Like,
You know what I mean?
after this right now, like at 8 o'clock, or 7 o'clock, 7:30, I have to do a talk for 5 minutes, but it's not comedy.
What is that? I've seen that on Instagram.
It's like the Halifax social network. They want me to come talk about the high button, so I said I would.
Okay.
I was nervous to say yes, but I was just like, I can't turn down an opportunity like
5
this.
minutes is how long stand-up usually is.
Is it?
Yeah.
So-
First set's usually 5 minutes.
So essentially all day I was just in the mirror going over what I'm going to say.
Yeah.
And I just want to start cracking jokes the whole time.
Do
But
it.
I don't know. I don't feel comfortable cracking jokes the first time at a serious event. I think it's serious. I've
How
never
serious
been.
can it be?
Trust me, man. Entrepreneurs. I hate saying the word entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Because I think it's a little
Just get
pretentious.
your buzzwords in there.
Yeah, right. That might work.
Yeah.
But anyways, I wanted to take a comedic approach, but I scratched it. I'm just going to go serious. I feel a lot of people in there are going to be serious. I'm not going to take myself serious. I'm going to go from the heart. But
From the heart. Yeah. Yeah. Like when you first started stand-up, as long as you're like fairly confident, boom, you just nailed the first 2 years. You'll kill it.
all right.
Yeah. And don't come off as like, hey, I'm being funny.
Yeah.
That's the worst way. You see someone like trying to be
Funny.
come in with like their I'm a hilarious person attitude.
That and don't wear an outfit.
Yeah.
To be like, this is my stand-up outfit.
Wait.
No, it's not good.
What's a bad stand-up outfit?
I don't know. You just see some people walk on stage and be like, those suspenders were a choice. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
We're a choice.
they weren't like walking around today with those suspenders and they throw those suspenders on and like, oh, those are your comedy suspenders, are they?
You need those to be on a show.
Yeah.
I remember do a specific joke for them.
Yeah. I remember I used to run a stand-up show at the grad house on the university campus, and it was the summer, and there was this guy who was doing stand-up every once in a while, and he showed up and he had a big bag with him. I was like, okay, you're kind of a weird guy anyway, but it was like a borderline duffel bag. And before he goes on stage, he throws this giant green winter coat on, and I'm like, dude, what are you doing wearing a coat? It's like fucking 25 degrees in here. And he's like, my only joke is about this big green coat. And I seen him do a joke about his big green coat, but it was in December. So he goes up and he starts doing bits like it's the winter, and he's got this big green coat on, and like, you, sir, are a psychopath. And I haven't seen him since. I met his brother. He's a really cool guy, and he also thinks his brother's a doofus.
Was he wearing a big coat?
No, he's just a regular guy. And the way he said, he's like, oh, you do comedy? He's like, my brother did that. And he's like, is your brother blank? And he's like, yeah. He's like, he's a real weird guy, eh? I'm like,
Said that?
I mean, yeah, no, he said that to me, and I'm like, you know what? He's fine in his way. You know what I mean? Yeah,
Probably had a heat stroke at a summer show.
probably died in the streets of exhaustion.
What's the funniest time to go on stage?
The funniest time?
8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock,
Ooh.
1 o'clock.
Time ideal show time start. I'm gonna want to hit the stage about 8:35.
Is that prime time?
I don't know. That's when I like. The show starts at 8. I want to be on before you got no longer than an hour before you want to get on. And this is all just bullshit. None of this. But like, if I'm headlining a show, you want to be on about 8:45.
Yeah, I was gonna say 45. Actually,
Yeah.
that's my exact.
And you're good to
answer.
go,
Yeah.
because you only like stand-up comedy shows. I find they can be great, and they're better when they're an hour and a half long. Anything that goes past 2 hours, you're like,
Your jaw
like,
hurts.
I'm very tired. Yeah, well, like the audience is tired, because like if you're an audience member at a stand-up comedy show, it's energy from you. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because it's not like a movie or anything like that where there's a million things going on and everything's grabbing your attention. You're in a dark room, you're sitting down, and you're staring at one person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
You
if
can't do that for a long time.
That's a lot to ask.
Do you think
of
it's
people.
easier to watch a 90-minute show or like an hour-long show of like one person than it is like a group of people? I find it like if I was going to like a show as an audience member, I find like watching one person for an extended period of time is a hell of a lot easier than even watching maybe a 40-minute show with 5 people.
Yeah, that's why I like two-handers. One guy goes up and does a half hour, one guy goes up and does an hour, and we get the fuck out of here. That's what I like personally, because I find it's exhausting when you're like, and this next guy, and this next girl, and this next person. You're like, holy fuck.
And
Be a lot.
You had a timeout when you're going to say, we're almost done, guys.
Yeah.
And like, we're halfway there.
Is Halifax a city where you can go, okay, I'm going to go here for an hour, then I'm going to jump over to this club for an hour, or is it just Because like in New York, there's tons of clubs. So
Yeah.
like I'm gonna do this. Can Halifax do
We're
that?
not quite there, but like for the size of the city, it's pretty great. Because like there's Monday, Wednesday, 2 on Wednesday, 2 on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Like there's one every night of the week.
3 on
besides
Thursday,
Tuesday. 3 on Thursday. Yeah.
So you can do it then.
It's like a super great city to spend your first like
It's a
couple
much
years.
smaller version of that.
Yeah. So it's not like you're like, I can't talk to you. I got a set over on the other side of town and hop in a cab and whisk away. It's like, no, it's like you can do your set, but you can get it done pretty much every night of the week.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I used to think this was a better place to start out.
You don't think so?
Honestly, I would say spend your first maybe year or so in Toronto.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Get the shit
then
kicked out of you?
Yeah, then you can build 2 and 3 minute sets.
That's not
Like,
long.
But that's all the time you get because there's so many goddamn people there.
That would go by so quick.
You'd
It
think, but
does.
some of the times it doesn't.
Yeah, sometimes that's true. Some people, their 2 minutes is really 5 minutes.
Yeah.
But you can do that 10 times a night. And then when you could come here, there's more opportunity for longer sets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, we usually get at least 10.
Yeah.
Which, like in a bigger city,
You'd never get that.
that's
You'd never
insane
get that?
to get 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you're like you make comedy a living, you're able to just walk into any club and say, I want to go up for 30 minutes. That's not like a big deal. That's only like a select few.
Not,
I mean, if
not
you're
here.
Chappelle,
Yeah.
but like here, no, you
No.
couldn't.
You couldn't do that.
You couldn't.
Is that a dick move? Or is that
It's a pretty big power move.
It's a power move?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
pretty big. You got to be.
That would be
someone
like
to
a thing.
do. I think here we're just, for the most part, we've known each other for so long. We're friends.
Yeah.
If there's room for us on a show,
Yeah.
they'll throw us on.
Yeah. You would ask a friend, be like, hey, next week, can I do like 20 minutes on your show? I'm working on something. And be like, yes.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Cool.
you can't just come in and be like, yeah, what's good? And like open up the fridge
Yeah.
and just start taking shit.
Yeah. There's not really people like who come in and be like, I'm doing this now. Like the only time I could ever think of it was like Jerry D came to Yuck Yucks a couple of times and like, hey, can I do 10 minutes? And it was like, obviously, yes.
Is he still performing stand up?
Yep. Every once in a while he'll pop around and he'll usually do a tour through Ontario and out west once a year.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're a Canadian comic, you're gotta constantly keep working.
Yeah.
Even if you have a TV show.
Yeah.
Do you think he tours in the States at all?
I think they were trying to get like a Jerry D TV show going on down there,
I
right?
thought they sold it to an American network.
Yeah.
So
That was the whole big news. And then
maybe that's why they ended it here.
maybe.
It's ended. I thought it was still going here.
No, this is
Final
last season.
just wrapped up. Yeah.
So now he's going to be moving down to the States.
Maybe. Or maybe they're not even
gonna
shooting it.
recast it.
Oh, that that was in his deal.
Steve
Maybe one of you
Carell's
guys could be the next Jerry D. You guys could be the next gym teacher.
Don't know about that.
He was on Mr. D as a
Were ya?
referee.
Twice.
Boy. What was your character?
So I'm a method actor. No, I was a referee one day, and it was my first time ever on like a TV set.
Yeah.
And you know what a continuity error is?
No.
Well, so like they'll shoot one scene a bunch of times, right?
Yeah.
And they'll have like the camera here, then they'll shoot it again, cameras over here, and then they'll patch it all together using different scenes. What you're supposed to do as an extra is stay in the same place.
Yeah.
So that way, when they switch to a different angle, you don't jump around the gym like you're some sort of teleporting beast.
Okay.
I kept moving around because I was nervous. So if you watch the episode, I'm in the background and I'm just like here, and then they'll switch to Jerry D's face and I'm behind Jerry D, and they'll switch to Darren Rose and I'm behind Darren Rose, and it's just like, shit, But
Fucked up.
There's gonna be a
it didn't
BuzzFeed
matter.
article in 20 years.
Yeah, it's like
Teleporter caught on television.
twins cast as referees. Yeah.
David's on that show. He's the economic teacher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dave's great, and then there was another guy, Darren Rose.
Rose.
He was out here, but he wasn't out here this year.
Mark Little.
Mark Little, there's great. So yeah, Jerry D like hired a bunch of comics, and he's great for that.
Is he?
Yeah, he's
That's
super
good.
Awesome.
I've talked to him a couple times. I was drunk though. I don't remember it.
Okay.
Probably embarrassed myself.
He's
But
a good dude.
he's out, though.
He's like he's a real dude.
Yeah. That's good. That's always good to hear. He's probably one of the biggest names in Canadian comic,
Yeah.
Canadian
definitely.
comedy right now.
Yeah, I mean,
If your mom knows who
Yeah.
comic
Yeah.
is, you're like, okay, they've made it in Canada.
yeah, I don't even know who else there is right now who's like that level. I mean, like maybe like Ron
Seth Rogen.
James.
He's still Canadian. He's not. He's not.
Canadian.
Fully Americanized.
Is he?
Yeah.
Jim carried it.
He'll still do stuff for Canada. He's
Yeah.
got that Vancouver transit voice thing now he's doing.
I feel like it's always the first question in interviews for him, and then that's it. That about as Canadian as it
What's it like?
Yeah. Next.
I know. Oh, by the way, what did you guys think of the
It was
help?
beautiful.
You liked it?
Yeah, I did.
You know what? I've never had it without it, but I feel very calm,
Yeah.
which is good.
I've been doing them for the past 5 podcasts. They've helped a lot.
Okay.
I
All the
believe
ones
it.
before sucked.
Yeah?
The past 5 have been really good.
Really on point with
Really
the
on
incense.
point. I don't. It does something. I read this box here.
Where'd you get it?
The black market there down on the pizza corner.
Oh.
I had a.
Did you go down specifically for that, or were you checking the store?
No, we were doing street interviews.
No shit.
And I passed it, and the smell came out. And I knew I wanted to buy them, but I didn't think
Yeah.
we'd be passing the black market. Walked in, had like a 20-minute conversation with the owner about which, because there's so many of these.
That
so
is
many.
a really cool store.
There's a
Great
real
store.
culture.
Yeah, I don't like going in that much because I'm too big for it. Like, I have to like duck and stuff.
You'll
and
run
then,
into
like,
a
if
bead
I'm in
wall.
there, there can only be like another couple other people there. But man, it's a great store.
Great store.
Great store. How do you like doing street interviews?
I love it. That's my form of stand-up comedy.
Yeah, I mean,
Essentially.
it is pretty much. I've gotten like a couple of like jobs from like just doing that style of stuff.
Yeah.
And it is pretty much just like very aggressive like crowd work without a crowd.
Yeah, it's a learning process. Like the first time I did it, wasn't that great at it. Now I'm probably 20 things deep, and not 20, like 15.
That's
And
close to
I love it now. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's easy.
Yeah.
You
It's
just go
definitely
out and
like
do it.
it's a confidence and a vibe thing, which is like
Yeah, you got to
a big part of that stand up too.
Is it?
I think so. That's how I get away with a lot of shit.
Maybe I will do it. I don't know. All right, we got to wrap this up here. Got to head out. You guys got bits tonight, right?
Yeah, I got
Yep.
a show tonight, and I gotta still decide on what I'm gonna do.
If you guys want to plug, this is going to be coming out tomorrow. So if you guys have any other events coming out this week, feel free to
Okay.
plug away.
Come to the Goofy Moose Comedy Show at Sniggly Wiggly's. I'm the new host, and it's going to be great.
Friday and Saturday, I'm at Chuckles Comedy Club in St. John, New Brunswick.
Oh, shit.
And then the following week, I'm there at the Yuck Yucks in St. John.
Oh, he's double dipping.
If you're anywhere in New Brunswick, come say hi.
Anywhere's in New Brunswick, specifically St. John.
Yeah. All right. Once again, everyone, thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in. I do truly appreciate it. We are out.